Hello everyone, welcome to HW News. My name is Aarti. It has been a year since farmers from Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh are protesting against the three farm laws. With every passing day, the protest is intensifying more and more. From being concentrated in Delhi, it is moving to local areas. For example, farmers in these three states are protesting against the BJP leaders in their state at the local level. In Haryana, farmers have been showing black flags to BJP leaders and ministers and protesting in front of their residences. On Sunday, farmers in Uttar Pradesh's Lakhimpur Kheri were protesting against State Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya. Little did they know that the protest might turn to be the last for some of them, that they will be crushed under the tires of a vehicle of a union minister's son blinded by the power. Lakhimpur Kheri, a district in Uttar Pradesh, some 500 km from the national capital Delhi, saw a bloody Sunday. The violence and death of at least 8 persons led to tensions in the district. The police and the administration is on the tenterhooks, and the state government has snapped the internet service, imposed Section 144 and is trying all possible means to stop the opposition from meeting the farmers. This is not the first time it has done so, but there is more to the story. We will talk about this in today's video, but before that, if you're watching this video on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video and you comment below it. And if you're watching this video on Facebook, please do like our page and share this video to as many people as possible. 8 people died in the violence that broke out in Lakhimpur Kheri in Uttar Pradesh on Sunday. 4 among them were farmers who were killed after they were trampled under the car of a union minister's son. 4 others died in the violence that followed. 2 among them were drivers and 2 were BJP workers. Apart from these, 12 to 15 people are also injured. Let us understand the whole incident in a chronology. Now, there are 2 versions of this story. One presented by the farmers and another by union minister's son. On Sunday, the program of State Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya was organized for laying the foundation stone of many government schemes. Lakhimpur Kheri MP and Union Minister of State for Home Ajay Mishra Teni was also to participate in this. Apart from this, Keshav Prasad Maurya was to reach a competition and party workers' conference in Banvirpur, a native village of Ajay Mishra Teni, as the chief guest. As soon as the news of Maurya arriving in the village spread, the protesting farmers planned to protest and show them black flags. From Sunday morning, farmers from neighboring areas, from neighboring villages started gathering around the helipad built at Maharaja Agrasen Inter College in Tikhunia. By 9 in the morning, thousands of farmers had reached there with black flags and surrounded the entire area. Administrative officers tried hard to convince the farmers, but no one was removed from the helipad. However, the anger was not only directed towards Deputy Chief Minister because of the farm laws. A few days ago, Union Minister Ajay Mishra Teni was also seen threatening the farmers from the stage at a farmers' conference in Sampurna Nagar in Lakhimpur. He warned the farmers showing black flags then that he is not only a minister or an ordinary MP or MLA. Those who knew him before making him an MP and MLA, he said they would also know that I don't run away from any challenge. This was the statement given by the Union Minister of State for Home Department. His statement led to anger among the farmers, and they announced on 29th of September in a pledge ceremony that they would continue to express their protest in a peaceful manner. It was later informed that the Deputy Chief Minister's arrival on Sunday by helicopter has been cancelled and he will come to Banvirpur by car. They were expected to reach Tikhunia by 3 to 4 o'clock. The Deputy Chief Minister was supposed to reach the guest house at around 12 o'clock. Now, according to reports, cars that were to receive Deputy Chief Minister belonged to Ashish Mishra, who is son of Union Minister Ajay Mishra. On the way, farmers started protesting in Tikhunia area. This led to a clash between farmers and BJP workers, and later it was alleged that Ashish Mishra overpowered the farmers, killing 4 people. After the death of farmers, the matter escalated and violence broke out in the area. In all the viral videos, the bodies of 1 or 2 farmers are seen on the side of the road lying in pool of blood. Farmer leaders allege that the minister's son Ashish Mishra was also present in the car at that point of time, and he also shot a farmer who died at the spot. 4 people, including the driver of the BJP leader, died in the incident, and altogether 8 people have died in this violence so far. So what does Ashish Mishra have to say about this? The Mishra father and son duo denied any of these allegations. Union Minister Ajay Mishra said in a conversation with a news channel that some people had attacked the convoy, injuring the driver. He said that 3 or 4 workers and a driver have died and vehicles have also been set on fire. He also said that he will file a case in this matter. At the same time, his son Ashish Mishra, who is accused of murdering 4 farmers, claimed that he was in Banvirpur since 9 am. He said that his vehicles had gone to receive the Deputy Chief Minister for the event, and on the way some miscreants pelted stones, set cars on fire and beat 3 to 4 of their workers with sticks. He has also demanded a judicial inquiry into this violence. Now, what is the Yogi government has to say about all of this? Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has described this violence as sad and unfortunate. After this incident, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath tweeted, saying that this incident in Lakhimpur Kheri is sad and unfortunate. He said that strict action will be taken against those who are guilty in this. What is the opposition saying? The politics has now heated up on this incident. The opposition is training guns at the Chief Minister. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra reached Lucknow late last night and left for Lakhimpur from there. Priyanka had also reached Lakhimpur in the early hours of Monday, but she was taken into custody near her gaon. She has now been lodged at Sitapur guest house. At the same time, former Chief Minister of the state and Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav was also going to go to Lakhimpur Kheri in the morning, but the police did not allow him. After this, Akhilesh sat on a dharna on the road itself. Akhilesh said that the atrocities this government is committing on the farmers, even the British did not commit such atrocities. They have demanded the resignation of Union Minister Ajay Mishra and Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya. Meanwhile, farmer leader Rakesh Tiketh had also left for Lakhimpur Kheri last night, but his convoy was stopped. Earlier in his statement, Tiketh had said that this incident has once again exposed the cruel and undemocratic face of the Modi government. The government is forgetting that farmers did not bow down to the Mughals and Firangis for their rights. The farmers may die, but it is not going to be afraid. The government should come to its senses and register a murder case against the killer of the farmers and ensure their arrest. This is what Rakesh Tiketh has said. Now, as per the latest update, an FIR has been filed against Ashish Mishra. On the other hand, the UP government has promised to pay a hefty compensation of 45 lakh rupees to the families of those who died. The injured will receive a compensation of 10 lakh rupees as well. A retired judge will investigate the matter, and after a meeting with the police this morning, the farmers also agreed to cremate the bodies of the 4 farmers who were killed under the car. Now, the point is not only that the farmers were killed by the son of a union minister. The question is, how did it come to this point? It came to this point because farmers were constantly demonized. They were called Khalistanis, they were called anti-nationals, anti-India forces for putting forth their genuine demands. This constant demonization reduced their value from human beings with genuine concern to enemies of the government, adversaries of the ruling party. Now, if the government looks at them this way, then how would government machinery respond to them any different? Remember Ayush Sinha, the IAS officer, and his infamous crack their heads order. Farmers were beaten black and blue then by the police. We cannot see this ghastly incident in isolation. There is a string of constant vilification and name-calling that has led to the point where farmers are mowed down in a broad daylight by the union minister's son. Questions also should be raised on the silence of the Prime Minister. PM Modi, who otherwise tweets on every occasion, has not even made a single statement on the matter, not even a word of concern for the farmers, not even a tweet of condemnation. Home Minister, whose cabinet colleague's son has been accused of murdering the farmers, has also gone silent. Why is Prime Minister not seeking resignation of Ajay Mishra? Imagine for a moment if it was a UPA government and the minister's son had hit and killed a few. I'm not indulging in whataboutery here. What I want to point out is, for the previous governments, our moral compass was very different. Our moral compass was rather high. The parameters of accountability were different. At least there was accountability. Why is it then a minister who gives a provocative statement and whose son is accused of murdering farmers still continuing in Modi cabinet? Does India require a minister like this in the Union cabinet? Well, we hope we will get the answers. Till then, you stay tuned to HW News. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.